Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Elst Outskirts. Playing today, spawning on the left, we have Pottersmum playing with Soviets, who has airborne troops, Conscript support tactics, and industry. We got with him DinosaulNeil, also with Soviets, urban defense, guard rifle combined arms, and mechanized support. Opposing them, we have Fancy Pants with Ostheer, immediately going for Storm. And Vietnam Hue City with COH2 Breakthrough. This is a Patreon backer submitted game. Allies range team 314 at the moment. Axis random team. I think Hue City around 230. Fancy Pants quite a lot lower, around rank 1000. Okay, a couple of units into the north. Looks like a bit of a double team from the Axis down here. He wants to jump into the building. The engineers soft retreating back, but they're getting bullied on their way home. Not going to last too long. They're even behind heavy cover. Conscripts get suppressed as they were making their way into cover, unfortunate. I don't think I probably would have left the building anyway though. Maybe jumped in there. Still got two windows here. A few windows facing this direction to fight against the guys who are positioned in heavy cover. And maybe just jumped out once that squad had repositioned. You still have the MG42 firing at you. Can't stall in that building for too long. Bit of a rough start there for DinosaulNeil.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Fresh squad conscripts should be able to beat these Sternpires now, though. Bit of a cut-off play from Hue City. And it's gonna come good. So all this territory in the north not doing anything for the Allies. Oh!
We've lost a squad of
Oh, huge play there from Pottersmum.
Supply half track is ready for orders.
Sternpire's down. Getting some sandbags up on the fuel point. Good little disconnect there. And the MG42 is sitting up a little bit too far back as well, so the conscript's going to have a easy time defending, but we do have a squad coming down from the side. And now they're getting close. Another squad of conscripts there. Hitting for a little bit of damage and going to run right into this MG42. If they wanted to contribute, I thought there was some heavy cover positions up here, but no. So eventually, Dinosaur getting flushed out of that area. Outnumbered quite badly. 3 Grenadiers, MG42 and Pile all in this area basically. It's just 2 conscripts, even with their sandbags, it's not enough. And this cutoff still in Axis control, so tough for the Allies. Looks like Pottersmum trying to do some cutoffs of his own though. Sneaking around. Briefly a mine intended to be planted there, not working out. Jumps into the building with the MG, the flamer trying to get over there for a couple bursts, but it's dropping so fast. A couple nasty shots from the Grenadiers, has to retreat. Conscripts hiding around the corner, no Molotovs. Not taking them either, so yeah, can't do anything against that building really. A dicey retreat from Hue City, but does get away with that one.
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry. The enemy is striking back. Territory secure. Swing around and hit that damn flag.
Oh, I'd missed it. Demo charge in the retreat path. Bold tactic, but it worked out. Fusilier wiped. So Potter's Mum very aware of the retreat paths on this particular map, lining up both that mine and the demo charge. 2 squad wipes early on. Huge losses there for a city who's now just down to 3 squads after calling in a officer. Ooh, loses squad on the negative cover so quickly though. LMG's kicking in on those grenadiers hard. Capping up in the north with the conscripts now as well.
Heavy machine gun team ready for battle.
MG in the building, but it's in a dangerous spot here. Gets out of there nice and early, Fancy Pants. He's picked up a second MG42 now as well. Did get his tier 2 down. Not going for like a fast light vehicle though. Typically is a little bit early for a second MG here, okay. Trying to plant a demo charge on this building. Did get spotted, but did Fancy Pants notice? That's the big question. MG setting up, Flamers coming in. Should be able to get 2 bursts off. Or maybe just the one after being suppressed. Okay, it looks like DinosaulNeil trying to bait a unit to get into the building. Fancy Pants has gone around the long way, he's not jumping through the building. A tier 3 coming in out the back now for Potter's Mum, should be a reasonable timing. For a T70, in fact it's going to be quite a slow fuel timing actually. Oh! Oh, I thought Fancy Pants knew! That's why he wasn't running in there with the pyos. Oh no! Loses the MG. Instant rebuild on the MG though. This could actually be a pretty decent situation for a quad from Potter's Mum. Pretty close to the resources for that. And you know, the Axis lacking anti-tank, low in units. The quad could be quite effective. Speaking of MGs in trouble, Way City just getting out of there with that one. And now got the G43s on these Fusiliers. And yeah, it's going to be a quad for Potter's Mum. Missing the timing on that by about 10 fuel though. It looks like it's going to be a fast tech attempt from Way City. Force retreats on the combat engineer, and then the conscripts decide to retreat thereafter. Does give you a debuff for a few seconds, activating that. But I think that's fair enough to retreat there, trying to conserve some manpower. They're healthier though, would be worth sticking around to try fight until the debuff wore off. Tier 3 up for DinosaulNeil as well, who has just about enough for a T70 if that's what he wants to go for.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Was that a mine? Triggering on the machine gun, I think. That sounded like a booby trap though. Do you have booby traps available in this commander?
MG squad awaiting orders.
Okay, ferrying the units to the front line. The quad is upgrading. Looks like the upgrade was delayed slightly by a PPSH upgrade. Remember, you don't have enough firing positions inside this troop transport to make use of 2 conscript squads. So dismounts the one without the PPSH, so that's well done. And then the PPSH one continues on its path. It's behind the MG. Evacs to do max damage, all 6 models firing. And then the quad upgrade pops. Mass retreats from Way City in the north. It has gone for a Raketin just by coincidence. Very good stuff for Potter's Mum though. Trying to regather the north. Cut off though again from Way City. Goes out of smoke. And a Molotov. Flush these guys out of cover. And that's the T-70 now as well. Officer has no answer to that. Ooh! Late retreat as well. And the quad's coming into the retreat path. Fast wipe on the stern officer. Fast wipe, slow retreat. Bad combination. Second Raketin now for Hawaii City is so maybe a fine choice. Fancy Pants also, you know, what was it? Rebuilding his machine gun for double machine guns. 4 Greens and a Jaeger command squad. This is just way too much infantry. Left the door wide open for this light vehicle pressure. Have a quick look at the KD though. Yeah, not too bad for the Soviets actually. DinosaulNeil, it's pretty much typical type of ratio when playing conscripts this stage of the match. Oh, and Fancy Pants. Why did he not just hard retreat that Pio? Don't know what he was thinking. Just has no, like, reinforcements coming or anything. I understand if you're trying to bait for the pack, which is just rolling up or something like that, but it wasn't the case. The pack only rolling onto the field now. Oh, Fusilier dead up here. Man, I'm missing a bit of action. Demo charge again, hiding on the corner it looks like.
Crew, taking fire. Ready to deploy.
What's up here? Where are these 2 Raketins? No, he cancelled 1 Raketin and went for an ISG instead, and a rebuild on the officer. I was going to say, like, the double Raketins of course could one-shot the quad, so it could have been quite powerful. Now still relatively free to operate.
Engineers ready for assignment.
And the Raketin's actually on the other side of the map. So T-70 comes in while it's facing the wrong direction. This is dangerous though from the T-70. Fancy Pants not paying attention though. Could be the end of this anyway. No, it looks like the Raketin lost vision behind this tree. Very lucky break for the T-70. Should have died there, but Fancy Pants not paying attention for the Faust. Even had sprint into Faust. Had a wide window to go for it, but didn't manage to get it down. A bunch of tripwires coming up in the north from Parsmon. But a dominant territory control situation now from the Allies. Tier 2 coming up. Fancy Pants are relatively close to a medium in terms of fuel, but not in terms of manpower. Good little rifle nade though, as the conscripts were trying to get into cover, and that was, as we saw earlier, all light cover. Shrubbery kind of blocking off the heavy cover, so didn't shield the conscripts from any damage.
We have a full squad. The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to 300 points.
Rebuild on the Fusiliers now for Hawaii City. It's got some Obers out as well. And we do have this Schwer covering this cutoff, so the Allies can't push in too far. Scripts looking for a way through, but MG just had it in their sights. The Raketin up here now as well, so the quad's got to be cautious. Fuel cache up from Parsmon though. Tier 4 completed now as well, so only went for 1 conscript with the PPSH. Can go for some 7-man conscripts next. Also have rapid conscription in this commander as well. I feel like this never really recovered from the fact that you can only get 1 squad from it instead of 2. Even with the buffs to production time, it just wasn't really didn't really do the trick to make it good again. Conscripts just marching into the Obers here. Ready to throw a Molotov to flush them out of cover, get some damage on them. Eventually they do get forced away though as the cover gets destroyed. And a friendly fire from that rifle nade as well, I think. Maxim repositioning forwards. Both these rifle nades are on cooldown, so Friendly is relying on the chain decrew, and they are doing it. They switch their focus fire over to the combat engineers, and so the Maxim eventually does kick in. Couple of tripwires going off, I think. This is just such a powerful force. G43s with the officer. T70 coming around the corner. The Raketans there, facing up. It's one shot in. But from the other side, doesn't quite manage the suppression at that range. Did see this for Posman, not necessary at this stage, though Fancy Pants could have a medium tank on the field about now. TCV coming in from the side while the Raketan was facing the other direction, gets the decro on that fast. Good bit of coordination here from the Allies, tries to go for a Zis barrage, but it's connecting with the building. So able to recrew the Raketan. The quad's coming back in. A little bit dangerous. Could die to one shot, but City's decided just to get out of there. Don't think this has got its bonus vision yet, right? That's bit 3, I think.
Yes, comrade.
Didn't notice this, but a second fuel cache out from Posmom. Going into the KV-1. Third machine gun from Fancy Pants. He must be going straight. Yep, battle phase. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, this is a bit of a hodgepodge of a build order. Decide to put down support armor core, but not going from any tanks from that. Double AT guns coming in for DinosaulNeil. Looks like he's probably going to go for a KV-2 stall. Into... Oh, that's a stolen Maxim. Okay. Just wondering how Fancy Pants got yet out of the machine gun. He managed to steal that Maxim through the center, I guess. And there you go, maybe 2 wipes. Yep, Pyro down. A cheeky Zis barrage through the tree line there. Doesn't quite connect with the Obers. Close call though. Sydney having to back away from the pack. Conscript's going in from the side for another Molotov on the AT gun. Getting some great damage done there as well. Quad comes in for a couple sprays. Just a little bit behind on VPs, but not by that much. They did have that period where they struggled for around 5 minutes. Oh, that's a nasty shot from the KV. Fast decro on that machine gun. Pack not in a position here. Looks like it got decrewed by maybe the Molotov. Facing up now though after being recruited. Connecting with the KV. It's a healthy old girl though. Doesn't do a very large proportion of its health. Next with the quad though, that could go down, and it gets away, drops the speed boost. Smoke out, nice from the officer to recover the machine gun. It's his teammate's MG42, but don't want it falling into Allied hands or dying. T70 should probably be using recon mode here, could come in for a big kill on this pack again. Oh, there's this a little bit out of position. Down it goes. Just a lot of carnage at the moment. Here goes the T70 now. And then Fancy Pants. No support up here. Pack has no business being this far forwards.
We have lost a pack gun.
Down it goes. I popped the incendiary rounds, but machine gun's facing the complete wrong direction. And unlike the AP rounds on the 50 cal, these go on cooldown immediately after you pack up, so can't reset up and expect to fire again. But maybe it was an elaborate bait, because here comes Hue City's Panther looking for a fast kill on the T-70. Double AT guns right here. And down goes the T-70. Panther trying to extract itself. Gets behind the logs. The AT guns and hot pursuit. He's got an engine damage. Couple rear armor hits here coming in. Grenadiers though, applying maximum pressure to the AT guns. One of them going to decrew itself fast on the road. Smoking from Fancy Pants trying to help with the extraction. Here comes the KV though. KV2. He's jumped back on the pack. Let's have some infantry screening. That could be a fast decro on the pack, and looking likely. Oh, yeah, didn't use reverse there. It's a big mistake. I mean, probably would have only got to about here if he was lucky, though. Even using reverse. Okay, Panther for Fancy Pants as well. KV, though, is going to be careful. Probably could have taken a Fusilier grenade there. Those are quite long range. KV's gone in for a bit of a base inspection. Damaged Panther's not that badly damaged. That was definitely a big risk. Cosmo Combat Engineers, I think they were right-clicked on the KV trying to go for repairs, end up dying on the road. Okay, trying to drop the 152mm artillery. I'm guessing on the Schwer. It really was there. The smoke might have spawned in the wrong area. We're getting decrewed by double Zis barrage. It's ready 5. Forced away though. Follow up with the kill on that Raketion. That would be really nice. Here comes Fancy Pants' Panther. Oh, conscripts. Look at that. That's a conscript graveyard down there. 4 LMG Grenadiers setting up a firing line. That was a fast wipe. Check if you hear him through a rifle. It doesn't even look like it. Just pure LMG firepower. And maybe a bit of flak base. A little bit too close to that too. Just a lot of deaths on both sides. Though at this stage you see the pop caps are just about bang even across the board, so very even match. A lot of repairs required now for Posmom. Has 1 engineer for repairs. But ever since that KV2 lost its KV1 rather lost its received damage bonus, it does take a long time to repair up again. And how slow it is. Ends up taking a lot of damage typically, and then doesn't get that bonus. But I think the KV2 still gets it when it gets vet. Am I wrong about that? Maybe it's the KV8 that still has it. Quick kill on the Jaeger Command Squad trying to hide. But pretty sure the Soviets saw that squad trying to camouflage itself there, and it was a quick kill. KV2 typically doesn't, you know, like white models first shot, but 2 hits is usually lethal. Kind of similar to the ISU 152.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Let's retreat again down the bottom. Panther uphill, 1 very low health. It's going to take an engine crit, rear arm exposed to the KV. Here comes, oh, his teammate's Panther. Double AT guns are there though. KV misses a crucial shot, but the SU-85's there as well. One more shot's required. The SU-85. Okay, Panther is down. His teammate's Panther tries to hide behind the building. Double AT guns pulling back. Maybe they're taking some grenadier fire through the center. Pyo's dead fast as well. Having to blitz away to safety. The KV's coming in from the side. Could get a kill on the Werfer, which is on the front lines, not paying attention to it. Ouch. Sloppy stuff there from Fancy Pants. Big losses from the Axis. The Panther, though, from Hue City did survive. He's got quite a lot of manpower to rebuild with. He probably does need a Raketin again. I don't know what happened to the one over here. Looks like it was destroyed. Still got this pack over here up for grabs. And this Maxim as well. Axis in control of a huge proportion of the map currently also.
Taking our territory.
Alright, well, a couple pack shots forces back that T-34. It's going to be another KV for Pozman's pretty much going to take him to his pop cap limit. In fact, can he even get it? Is it 16 pop for that? Yeah, it is. But it's going to be maybe some repair time headaches, though he does have conscript repairs. Typically, he's not that effective, but 6-man conscript squad, roughly the same as a Vet 0 engineer with no sweeper. No vet bonuses, of course, from conscripts to boost up their repair rates. So that's as good as they get. Quick decrew on the MG34. With the extra man as well, you know, make you a tiny bit faster. Ooh. Okay. Oh, KV's getting in here. Trying to get around and block the Panther, but Panther's too fast. KV is Vet 2. Chasing quite deep in there. Incendiary rounds active. Not the best against the KV's sturdy armor. Still can do a little bit though, as you might have seen in my GO abilities video, but oh man, that is a lot. A lot of kills from this KV2 already. Squad wipes at least. What was this SU-85 doing though? Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. I thought he got away clean. It looked like it was already back here, but Pozman may be coming back in on the SU-85. Maybe a misclick, I'm not sure. KV sets up. Going defensive and getting some repairs going. The OMG Grenadiers coming in from the side. Let's have camouflage on them as well, so they were boosting up the accuracy for the first few seconds there. As you can see on the tooltip. Second T-34 for DinosaulNeil as well, so it's not going to sit back, go for some indirect fire at this stage, which probably would have been the better choice given that we've got quite a few team weapons now for Fancy Pants, double AT guns, double machine guns. We'll see how they get on here. Damage from the double Zis. Well, coming in with some suppression as well from out the back, but still one of the Zis does get decrewed. Finishes off the decrewed team weapon there, the KV. Is it going to be a rebuild on the SU-85 Cosmo? He's 10 fuel away from that, if that's the case. No, it's going to be the Katyusha. I think that makes sense. There's enough anti-tank to play defensively at least, and start laying into these team weapons with the Katyusha. Another issue with only having one combat engineer though is only one engineer for mines, and oftentimes they're tied up repairing, so you don't have much time to plant those mines, especially if you have to repair KV-1. Okay, here we go. Big tank movement from DinosaulNeil down the bottom.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Lovely T-guns and the Panther rotating. This could be a quick kill on the T-34. Faust connects. Spreading the damage around though. One more shot required to kill the T-34. The Panther though picks it off. I don't even know how he had vision of that. It was out of sight range. DinosaulNeil meanwhile loses a conscript, in fact 2 conscripts down the bottom here while all this is going on, trying to micro his vehicles. Ouch. Trying to come in for the capture here. Conscript cycling through the building, looking to get around the side. Quad coming in to help against the Obers. Have to run around, get away from that bundle grenade. Blitzing up to the north. Quick damage. Out of that, Quad's Vet 3 is doing nasty damage at point blank. Double KVs coming up, double AT grenades, but it's not enough health damage to get the engine crit. Neither one of those KV one-shots to connect and penetrate. But here they come. Looking to get on the rear armor and circle at the Panther. Should try to drive back away this way. It's just resigned to its fate here, getting double teams by the KV-1. Oh wow, he went for a Yak Tiger. Interesting. I mean, it's pretty good against KVs. They're quite slow. High health. Pretty much perfect for the Yak Tiger to fire upon, but I'll find the opportunities to use it now. Definitely could do with some mines. Sway City, who does no longer have a Stern Pioneer as well. Triple cap against the Axis though, they're draining out fast. Is that Katyusha? Is it not fired yet? Maybe not. Been on the field for a while. The Vini Vet. Okay, another T-34 for DinosaulNeil. He's going to have quite a large army.
Tiger ready.
Triple AT guns though for Fancy Pants, so don't think this is going to work out too well for DinosaulNeil. He's going to have to be very sharp with his vehicle control. Packs try and pop the target weak point. Oh, gets one of them. Meanwhile, the Quad goes down to the Yak Tiger real fast. Is there a flare popped up maybe by one of these Fusiliers? I'm not entirely sure. KV-2's up here as well. Doubles this, trying to get some damage on the Yak Tiger, not having much luck, but Panther drives right in. Gets snared. Slow rotation on the doubles this. The KV-2 goes down. Packs and Panthers combining up there. Katyusha as well. What was that doing so far forwards from Posmum? Must have been a misclick. Here comes the T-34 train. Looking to flank around, get behind the Yak Tiger. The KV's rolling up, but just getting smashed on the way in by all these AT guns. This is not going well for the Allies at all at this stage. They really need to kill this Yak Tiger. If they don't at least kill that, they are in major trouble. Oh, there goes the Yak Tiger. Maybe they can get the Panther as well. That would be huge. There we go, that KV, high rate of fire with the vet. But look at that. Just a complete vehicle graveyard. And as the dust settles, pretty much bang on for pop caps, both teams. Good work there from Poznan, following up, killing off that abandoned tank. Quite a few decrewed team weakness down here. Didn't manage to kill those off though. 88 VPs left for the Axis. Way City though did have quite a lot of manpower to rebuild with, so he should bounce back quite nicely from this. Oh, but the officer's in some trouble. Lucky break, getting away there. Those conscripts, no vet, no accuracy bonuses, not doing too well there.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Okay, DinosaulNeil. Going to keep the pressure up. Not going to wait for the KV call in. I'll go for another T-34. G-34. Sets up the wrong direction, but quick dodge. Decent. Oh, Conscript goes down on retreat though. T-34. Okay, he's popped a rapid conscription. Was that too late though to get... Oh, he gets the Conscript model anyway. That means no more squads thereafter. Still have the reinforce time bonus and build time bonus. Build speed bonus. Do have to realize though this only applies to units that you start after you activate rapid conscription. If anything's already being built, it does not get that build speed bonus, which is quite annoying. So sometimes it's better off cancelling your construction unit and restarting it after activating rapid conscription. But able to pump out the better part of 1.5 T-34s while that was active. So Poznan now has a large fleet looking to get something going here. Double AT guns, they're both Vet 2 as well. Gets around the side before this one manages to fire, but we've got another pack off to the side. There's a quick decrew looking to extract before losing any of these tanks. I'd say that was pretty much mission accomplished, given what he ran into there. Oh, Jaeger Command Squad dead to the T-34. Looks like they took a nasty shot on the wrong side of cover. 8 kills on this T-34 already. Now up to 10. Oh, MG down. T-34 trying to prevent the steal on it. Takes a hammering from the AT guns on its way up there. Still have this decrew Zis back here as well. I think Poznan forgot about it perhaps. Now there's a huge amount of repairs to go on all these T-34s. Trying to use conscript repairs, as I said. They do work, but I feel like your conscripts typically have better things to do. Conscript squad dead in the center while all this is going on as well. Just a absolute bloodbath. Rakitten gets decrewed though now. Have some squads available to recover it, and maybe could even pick up that MG34 as well. But yeah, I do think it is, even with this ability, I do think it's still very much worthwhile going for combat engineers and upgrading them with the sweepers. Because the opportunity cost of using your conscript for repairs is just too high. Better off just having a weak squad, lower pop cap cost, doing your repairs faster.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
What's draining against the Allies? Looks like they might tick under 200 here before they can stop the drain. Looks like Fancy Pants just keeping those grenadiers all in one place, you know, playing to his strengths or around his weaknesses. Makes sense. T-34 spots the AT gun, then lines up a Katyusha barrage, and as this barrage somehow it's still alive. But as the T-34 tries to extract itself, decides to go this way around, runs into double AT guns from Hue City. So it ends up being a bit of a bad trade. D-Cruiser's AT gun didn't even destroy it and loses the T-34. I'll go for a double Zis barrage on the officer here, looking for the wipe, and he gets it too. First two shells land real clean. Cosmon now going full T-34 assault. Hue City so far forwards with these AT guns, that was crazy greedy. No infantry support whatsoever, nothing to spot. No snares. That was really bad. Looks like he crewed that with Sturmofficer models, so it's showing Sturmofficer killed there and there. An overlay. Triple cap though against the Allies here shortly. Did decide to go for a combat engineer rebuild, makes sense. Didn't go for a recovery on either of these AT guns though. Has rebuilt a Zis. Oh no, it's got Vet 1 already. Still there is this Zis up for grabs back here for Hue City if he wants it. Uses the last of his manpower though on the Sturmofficer rebuy. T-34 is looking for an opportunity to get rolling. You have a fresh Panther down here for Fancy Pants pack as well, a little bit further back though. Try to set up a few bunkers to cover these VPs. Here comes the T-34 train, gets spotted by the Panther. T-34 is bouncing. Now the pack's getting involved. Here comes another pack as well. Cosmon getting stunned by the target weak point. This is not going well at all. Trying to get some crush action. It's the unit's low, but now the Panther coming in looking to mop up these wounded T-34s. A fresh Panther from Hue City, but that's going in for the Katyusha, which was on the front lines trying to go for a barrage. Arrives just in time. Another T-34 down, two of them. Carnage, really. Oh, but what is this? Fancy Pants trying to come back in here. It's gonna work though, just T-34s as the punish. The AT gun's not in position to fire. Now it's a fast drain against the Allies. The 152mm artillery dropping down at the back. Gets a decro on the machine gun. Bit of an attack here from Hue City. Where's his Panther though? He's out for repairs, even though it's still quite healthy. T-34 comes in for a big crush. Nearly wipes two squads. One of them goes down. The officer looking for the Fusilier gets that as well. Really need the Panther up here for support. Still did manage to knock out a combat engineer and perhaps Zis as well. So it was a decent move for Hue City, but oh, stolen Raketten coming in from the side here. Only going to get one shot off. Conscripts maybe had a window to Ura into anti-tank grenade, but we just slowed the Panther down, not killed it. And the LMG Greenblob just chain decrewing the Maxim gun. He merges in, but I think that cost him his Conscript squad. Eventually did get the suppression off, but yeah, that was ugly. Can't happen though. With a death loop. Tosses away the Maxim there, going to open up the capture. Always bang even on VPs. Allies going to be in control though. They're looking to set up a triple cap. T-34 coming in for DinosaulNeil is still quite low in health, and Panther is fresh. Let's have the AAT guns there though. Oh, the Zis barrage though, that was a nasty shot. That Grandy was really healthy too. Oh, and the Panther misses the kill shot on the T-34. Looks like the T-34 may be considering coming in for a ram or something, but having all sorts of pathfinding issues. Ram cancels itself. But somehow the T-34 survives all of that action. Can't believe it. Meanwhile, fresh T-34, freshly repaired up in the north. Also away the machine gun. Pack rolling up here though. And the Panther is pretty healthy. The Kitten's also coming to the north. They're switching to the center. T-34's in the north. One of them could be in some trouble. Yep. The high vet one goes down. The other one also, took a snare. I didn't realize the Fusileer's got the snare off. So slow coming through. But the Panther should be able to clean that one up as well. Meanwhile, this could be another T-34 loss. Bit of a pathfinding hiccup as it tries to get through this gap here. Slows down. Dies to the 1-2 punch. Still officer dead though, going for the capture. T-34 down as well. Plasma really down on the dumps. Has almost nothing left now. Trying to plant a cheeky demo behind this wreck. Oh! I can't believe that worked. I'm pretty sure the Axis had vision of that, but Fancy Pants, I think, relatively new player, not aware of the demo charges, learning a hard lesson there. Alert from my phone there.
Slipping from our supply sector under attack.
Oh man. Is that an LMG? Yeah, on the ground. Nothing can pick it up though.
Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
Maybe the Obers can get it. LMG setting up here. Looks like that was crewed by maybe Ober or Sturm Officer models. For Plasma hasn't given up on them. He's got AAT guns as well. What happened to that Raketin? He's got a pack up here as well. Dropping rapid conscription. Got a Stuka dive bomb in the center. Plasma better get out of here. Trying to get away. Pretty big damage. The T-34 though running right into AAT guns and the Panther. That was, I think, a little bit too early to be going for a move that desperate. Still plenty of VPs left, 50 remaining. Didn't need to make a move like that. This is where those two Katyusha losses really come back to bite the Allies. Really could do with some rocket artillery against these massive numbers of Axis AT guns. Probably a next for Fancy Pants. That's a good option. For some VP control late game. Some infantry real fast. The Panther though, this is not the move you want to be making. Exposing your rear armor to T-34s like this. Manages to knock out a T-34 though. I think it's out of control. AAT guns for Hue City. I don't know why they push forwards like this. End up dying. That was a bit of a throw from the Axis, I feel. Of Stuka now for Hawaii City and build. Still has that Panther though. T-34's running right into the Vet 3 AT gun. And it's just so fast at firing. No hope of escape. Both the reload bonuses.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Comes to Bombardier though. This should be a good tool at clearing off these Soviet units from the center. Good connection. Triple AT guns waiting back there. Be ever so slightly out of range on a couple of them for attack rounds, but could still go for it.
The enemy has only 50 points remaining.
Stalling for as long as they can, but it was a bit too long. There's this barrage action. One into the VP area, two onto the machine gun. Trying to crawl around the side of this Maxim, but it's setting up fast. And it gets pinned. Conscript's meanwhile in some trouble against the Obers. They go down fast. Just all out war for the VPs at this stage. Aggressive MG42 from Fancy Pants, but it's on the move. Here comes the walking Stuka now, though. Good dodge from the Allies. The AT guns intact. Getting down here up for grabs, but I think the Allies already pretty well stocked 4 AT guns now for Pozmom. After Hawaii City ran forwards with those ones and donated them back to the Allies. We've still got one here. It's just an anti-tank graveyard. So many decrewed AT guns hanging around throughout the match.
We have been reduced to 25 points. Failure is not rewarded. Ready to deploy!
Again, Hawaii City pushing too far forwards, I think. Overplaying his hands, allowing this MG to get overwhelmed. Conscript's making a dash for the VP now. Walking Stuka, no. Not ready to fire again yet. Fresh T-34 for Potsdam. Smoke out from the shock troops. Good to assist with the capping attempts. 16 VPs left for the Allies. They're desperate. Fresh Conscript squad hurrahing in. Triple AT guns going hunting for this Panther. But the smoke's wearing off. They're neutralized. Good point. The Panther though, I don't know what the Panther's doing. He could see the AT guns running around the corner with the officer. Doesn't even have the machine gun upgrade to really punish these conscripts trying to go for the cap, and look at that! What a crush move from the T-34. Huge squad wipe. Now the AT guns attack rounding in the smoke. Having a lot of trouble with the elevation. Meanwhile, the Brumbier goes down for Fancy Pants. T-34 goes in and gets another model crush. Polishes off the Panther. And it feels like that's the GG move for the Allies now. It's a huge loss. Here comes a walking Stuka though. Great hits. T-34 now though, going to look for the kill. Just out of range. It's in hot pursuit though. How far is he going to chase? Still going. Stuka goes off to the side though. Oh, Obers. Nope, booby trap goes off. They're extremely low because of it. Should be easy to mop this up with the T-34. Nice booby trap. Fresh Brumbier though for Fancy Pants. T-34 circling around. 14 points. 15 rather. 14 now.
Ready to fly.
T-34 a bit of a distraction out the back. Allies maybe hoping to set up the triple cap to really close the show.
10 points remain. All hope is lost.
command squad up here. Uh-oh.
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
T-34 doing its best to try and prevent this from going neutral. It's not good enough though. Yankee command squad gets the neutralize. T-34 is going to try drive forwards. Gets the kill on Yankee command squad. Now it's to contend with 2 packs and a Brumbeer. Packs going for the capture. Osmo able to hold in the north. T-34 circling around the Brumbeer can occasionally do damage if it gets the opportunity. Oh, there we go. I think it got a little bit of health damage. But T-34 dodging all around nicely. It's draining out here from the Allies now. Allies get in here to jam the capture. Allies though capping in the center as well. Brumbeer doing some nasty damage up close to all of this infantry. Super clumped up. 10 kills already. Now 16. Needs to keep his eyes on the prize though. Going for the VPs. Not enough, and that'll do. The Allies end up taking it. My word. Bit of a messy game for both sides, but very evenly matched. Lots of high action trades going, you know, and as the dust settled from those trades, it was pretty much even in army size time and time again. So, you know, it led to a pretty fun match in the end. Some good crushing action from Potter's mum. Just, yeah, crazy trades. I don't know what Hawaii City was doing with those team weapons. It's like, I think it was maybe 3 times kind of charging them all the way up here with like almost no support. Just complete donation to the Allies. But it looks like the Allies needed it because that was a real nail biter of a finish. Well, any of our gals wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.